Welcome to JC Stocks and Markets podcast for December 2nd, 2023. I'm JC, been investing in the stock market for 40 plus years. My intentions with these podcasts are to share my thoughts and opinions on some stock and ETF picks with an emphasis on dividend paying securities. I just want to share investment ideas so that you and I can maybe make a buck. Not doing this for money from anyone. Thank you, Sarah, for the sound effects. The opinions shared here are my own, and they're just that, opinions. I invest in many of the stocks and ETFs that are featured in these podcasts. The disclaimer I have is to do your due diligence before investing in anything. With that, let's go make some money. The stock we're going to look at today is the Bank of Nova Scotia. It's the third largest bank in Canada. It's headquartered in Toronto. It's been around forever. I would compare the Bank of Nova Scotia to Citigroup. They have banking in Europe, South America, all over Canada. I don't know if they're in the U.S. or not. That's one thing I do not know. But they're large, and they don't have the problems that Citigroup has, but they're about the same size. The first slide I've got shows more or less the basic information. Market cap's $53 billion, pretty good size. PE ratio is in line with most of the American banks. Keep in mind this is a Canadian bank, so there are some tax implications for dividends and such. Earnings per share, it just says 466. It's probably more in the 5+ range, especially next year. And the dividend yield looks like we're in about the 7% range, and their dividends have been growing for some time. Next slide is from Fidelity.com. It's more information similar to what was on the Yahoo site, with showing the PE ratio, dividend yield about 6.8, 6.9%. They have one thing I did note on there is that they have 100,000 employees worldwide. Again, they're all over the world, and this is a large bank. Next slide I've got is from Yahoo Finance. As you can see, the dividends have been increasing. Actually, the ones from 2023 back to June of 19. An upward trend for dividends for 20 years. And one thing I did want to note, because of the tax implications, like I mentioned before, Canadian dividends in retirement accounts in the U.S., you don't pay the 15% Canadian tax that you would typically on a taxable account in any brokerage. So there is an advantage to that, of having it in, if you're going to use this in a retirement account. Keeping this short and sweet today, the Bank of Nova Scotia. This is the chart, the recent chart that I picked from Yahoo Finance. You can see that the stock has gone up about 10%, say, in the past month or so, since the end of October, along with the hints of the interest rates falling. I think interest rates are going to continue to fall, but there's going to be rumblings here and there that interest rates will go up or stay high for a long time. I happen to think there'll be a few cuts next year. But if you're in the same boat I am, if you think the same way I do in a sense, I would wait for the stock to go from about a $45 range down to about 42. Pick it up when it's right now it's overbought. Pick it up when it's oversold, or start piecing in when it's oversold down in the 42 plus or minus range. I think you get a good bargain there, obviously about 8% lower, and the dividend will actually be higher. And they pay quarterly dividends, almost 7%. Bank of Nova Scotia is a very, very big bank and is very, very well, let's say, capitalized. So with that, I would like to say thank you for listening. I hope you got a little something out of it. I kept it short and sweet. Do your own due diligence. Do some research on it. I think this is a pretty good pickup if you're looking for some dividend investing, especially in retirement accounts. With that, the outro is a song from a band I used to play in, Just One Goat. It's called She's the One. It has some meaning to me. In fact, I wrote it. The band recorded it, made the magic, and hope you enjoyed. Hope you got something out of this again, and happy investing, and enjoy your holidays. Merry Christmas to all.
I know I'm not that beautiful, but I know my way back home. A loving, purely physical but I never have to roam. Well, she's always there for me. It's simple, can't you see? She's the one. Oh, she's the one. Everything is magical, even when she's not around. No, it's not that radical, I just know what I have found. Well, she's always there for me. It's simple, can't you see? She's the one. Oh, she's the one. She's making my life so much stronger. God, let me stay just a little bit longer.